Hi guys, it's Friday and welcome back to part 2. I did get a channeled song. It goes like this. It was I'm in the mood for love. And I'm singing it like Frank Sinatra or whoever that was. But I'm in the mood for love. And this one we're going to be talking about a past, and I do have to clip this because it's too much. We're getting past and future today, okay? And sometimes I just jump right into the tarot room, the new one. Sometimes I just come in here and I'm ready to go. I got channeled messages. Sometimes I have songs. It's not every day. And I think it's a very liberal thing that they don't send that to me every day, because I would be running amok with my intuition. I'd be like, why'd I get that song? I question everything, and that's the kind of Libra I am. So I have good news. A lot of you like these little sit downs. I think you enjoy them, I've been told. And I also want to thank you also for being so sweet to me lately. Your guys' comments have carried me to the moon. Like, this channel is surviving because of the contact. And I want to thank everybody who takes a little bit of moment out of their day to comment every day. And you're so sweet. And thank you guys lately for the coffee donation. I'm just kidding. For the coffee donations. This channel has been open a really long time. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Libras. It's very important that you get encouraged to keep working on your channel. 5 years is a long time now for a YouTuber. Like, it's a long time to be on. And thank you guys so much for appreciating the artwork that it is. I did find me my X-Men deck, and it was in the most apparent place you could possibly leave it. I found it in the pantry. And I do love food, but that's where the X-Men deck was the whole time. So we could start with that for clarifications because it hasn't been shuffled yet. Let's see what was going on in the past. I don't know if I should turn this on. Just give me a second. If you guys are listening to me on the AirPods, I'm sorry, because it's very, very random and sometimes loud. Okay, thank you. The light. All right, so let's see what happened in the past. Can you show me the past cards? Thank you so much. Let's talk about a past lover, and what do they want is the one that was face up. Okay, the devil at the bottom of the deck. We have a Capricorn. We have a Capricorn. So, sorry. I'm probably scaring you guys. King of Pentacles is Taurus. Okay, so there's a King of Pentacles. That could be that somebody elevated in their finances. They're changing. They're a different person. You could take that as, or they recently became a King of Pentacles. But their feelings is the Knight of Cups. That's the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Okay, well, that was interesting. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, I've never seen this one. This is my first time like interacting with the card. As you guys know, it's the ultra romanticist. He goes slow because the story about the Knight of Cups is that he's fancifully thinking. It's not like it's the most serious knight. He wants to display who he is. He wants to introduce himself, is the story of the Knight of Cups. So he bears feelings. Okay, yes, he does. He bears little feelings. And so Knight of Cups is there. Okay, and then what's going on with the past person? The World, that's the World tree. The Three of Wands, they are moving on, or they're planning to. And I kind of get the tense today as I read that this person is closing it out. Maybe it's caused a little bit of like, it feels sad. I'm going to be honest with you. The Three of Wands to the World is like, I'm going to close it out right now. If I see Libra later, that will be good if we talk, but I'm just going to leave it alone momentarily. They might be the kind of person like waiting for their ships to come in, new news. Those are their cards, and the Page of Wands. Okay, so Page of Wands is a communicatory card. It talks about wanting to say maybe the last few things, or the Page of Wands has news. What are they saying here? Because the past person seems to be sailing off. You know, you get the picture of the boat, you get movement. The Three of Wands is waiting for ships to come in. If Libra's not a part of that, we'll discover why. Okay, we're going to discover a little bit why those ships aren't completely maybe even coming in for them. A quick study too, if you really, really know how your person spoke to you, this is the past person. If they said things in the last argument, or they said things as they were leaving you, I think that those are images to pay attention to, the replayed moments between the two of you, because that could have been the last conversationalist thing that they remember. The world, right? So it is an ending, and they're kind of thinking about the ending with Capricorn. Okay, so we'll go from there. What was last said? Let's go from that direction. Three of Swords, a very heartbreaking thing. Also, it feels like, the Three of Swords is about anguish and pain. So they properly didn't leave you with the best image of them. That could be the thing that is stirring. When you think about somebody from the past, the Three of Swords is not the best image, and it's also not the best card to get. Just reading honestly. It is heartbreak. It's grief. Maybe the Libra felt left out. We have to consider your feelings too. So Three of Swords. What else was a part of their messaging? Or maybe they've held on to heartbreak as well. If you guys thereafter communicated in emails, this person is still heartbroken. I'm getting the Three of Swords on this channel. I have to be very uniquely supportive also of your side as I read, because as we're discovering their feelings, there's always something that the Libra gets left with, right? A lot of readers too don't acknowledge that the collective they're reading for is also in pain. Page of Pentacles. So there is a new idea, okay? I think that they saw you pursue an investment of some kind. If this investment was in yourself, or if it was kickstarting a business, like some of you got technical with plans. It could have been funding a business for some of you, but you went on and you created, because at the base point, the Page of Pentacles is very friendly. Page of Pentacles is an offer. It's small. And I think Libra carried onto that too. I think you did something there for yourself. And also, maybe they even got to see a little bit of what you're made of, if this is a personal for somebody, because there is still romance coming your way. The message is that I think they're very attracted to you, number one. I also think that they maintained an attraction to be very detailed. Okay, talk to me about the broken heart from the past person, and then I'll move on to a possible new person. Queen of Cups, they could be Cancer or they could be water. I read it both ways. It's either water or Cancer. This person is emotional. They're in their feelings. They could have recently had a realization about the two of you. And this person could be, I'm hearing here, connecting the dots. If they're not a Queen of Cups, they're still emotional. If it's a reading that's satiating you in the moment, like this is all checking out as true. If it's not true, please do not make the readings fit, okay? Because they are catered to specific people. And that is a rule in tarot, is you don't make the reading fit. Three of Swords in the past with the Three of Wands. I see there could have been a friend that got between the two of you. Like a close friend this person thought was close. And it's a yapper, obviously. But the Queen of Cups is also here, is stating they could be a water sign. I also have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Three of Swords can be a Libra, your very own brethren. Okay. World is Capricorn. Three of Wands are the fire signs. So I'm going to pause there. There's a couple of things from a past person with the world closing. This was like a long closure for them. I don't think it ended suddenly. I think they think of you every now and then, because the Queen of Cups is very sentimental in embodiment. The Queen of Cups also can be a new card for today. Okay, so take it how it resonates. If you're the Queen of Cups, that is fantastic, because she is insightful. If you are not the Queen of Cups and you're considering this the other person in the reading, they could very much be with their emotions. They're very in touch with it at this time, because that is a sentient card. Your person could have even been a little clairsentient. Okay, like they also have the ability to read people, or they could be energy watchers, like they study. What is it called when you look at people from the street and you study them? Energy, like, is it energy watching or something like people watching? But, in this case, I do think that they're clairsentient as well. Okay. King of Wands is at the bottom of the deck with the Two of Cups. So it was definitely viable in our first reading. It was a viable card. It was there. The Two of Cups is in a secondary reading today with the Nine of Pentacles. I'm using a different deck now, you guys. So let's see here. I think that's you guys. Some of you are talking to a King of Wands who is very interested in you. There is a person who is attractive for some of my singles that is deeply interested in you. I see that as an outsider. Some of you will resonate as you're the King of Wands, correct? But for this specific reading, there's a King of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. You're doing really good in your life. You might be very occupied. Extremely busy is how I'll put that. But you are looking for like a partner to take the load off or take off some of your, maybe there's insecurities in love too. Like it's time to find somebody type of deal. Let me go in the internals of that because I love the deck we used this morning. What does that look like for Libra right now in search of new love? And how does that look like on a 3D level, dealing with life? How does that look? Thank you. You have two, so I'm going to pick them out. And I like to show you guys because I don't want you to think I just pick whatever. And your transformation, boom. No diggity, I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No, I'm just kidding. What song is that? That one is Blackstreet, I think. Okay, and don't quote me. I might be wrong on who sings it. But I like the way you work it. I was singing No Diggity. So there's a transformation. When you pull, you'll hear music like that sometimes. Change. Okay, so this is like your evolution, your soul star evolution, or if some of you resonate with the Chariot right now, or you resonate with the Death card, either or, you're becoming somebody that is vastly different from 5 years ago or 8 years ago, okay? You might want to go back in the timeline and try to recall the date of your awakening. That's something that's coming to me. And there could be something about seeing 222 because I keep seeing the twos and it's like being written out for me. So there is some transformation going on with you and it can be very profound. A lot of you might be like, I'm effing proud of this. I've come very far and I'm not going to screw it up with transformation. And I'll clarify that too, because there seems to be maybe even attraction from a King of Wands. All right. I see that as their feelings. Knight of Cups can even be their feelings doubled up. I'll clarify that with X-Men. I won't forget that three-cornered card combo over there. And then we have card combo. We have flow and trust. You're trusting the flow. You could read it as a sentence. For some of you who like them read individual, like they're separate, I'll do that for you. It just means that you're trusting right now that it is going to end up okay. So give that a moment. It is going to end up, and even if you're erratic in your day, let's say you're one of those Libras that easily gets flabbergasted. I'm one of them. I can easily get pushed into being like, I can't. I just can't. Just remember it is going to be okay. And there's a few signs that you're going to see. There's a few little things that you'll see. I'll give you an example. When you are driving or commuting home from work and you see your favorite animal or something does bring your blood pressure down because you saw it, those are usually signs from angels. And they're directing you because they know that's calming for you. They know it and they know you. So they know your heart as well. Trust in the flow. If you want a specific person, some of you wrote me and you said, but I'm in love with a specific person. Let's go there. We'll use the last few minutes for a specific poison. Okay, lots of decks here. That's 6 off to my left-hand side. I'm waiting for the TV tarot, the TV series tarot, and I did order another Ancestors deck. So that will bring me up to 57 in the next few days. I'll have 57 when those arrive in total. Okay, so King of Wands is a new card for the afternoon. This person is very fiery. Your new person could be Aries, Leo, or Sag, because that's the card. And in the future, if other signs pop out, they will be very evident in readings. They're going to be present. So first we have a fire sign and you have them in 2 different decks. King of Wands, King of Wands. I think what, as it touches the Queen of Cups too, if you guys remember, she was a starter card yesterday. She was just in the reverse. I think somebody loves that you're sensitive. You might think that it is a drawback or it doesn't make you cute, or maybe being too sensitive is something that you're trying to like fix within yourself. But I think they love that you're sensitive. I think that they're picking up, you might even be psychic on some level, or you call things out and it happens. It's something about gifts too. Okay, it is something about your gifts. I will find out on the daily what that looks like. I have the Magician again. And if you guys notice, I use different materials. It's not the same decks all the time. So we got a lot of repetition. Show me the small offer here. The Page of Pentacles or the Ace of Pentacles for some. We have the 8. Okay. They want to work on something with you. They might want to talk about like your transformation and like if you're even romantic. Does Libra have a romantic side? I think they are not sure if you're looking for love. That's one thing I'm getting from a new person. They might ask you about your occupation, your occupation station, and they also might be wondering what you do outside of home too. Like, are you involved in sports? Do you have a hobby? This seems like it's more wonderment with the King of Wands. How does Libra know them? Thank you. 9 of Cups. How does the Libra signs Hanged Man? 5 of Pentacles. This might, sorry for the long pause too. Pisces is like thinking about you again, having known you from before, but taking the pause to reflect on you again. Queen of Cups. 9 of Cups was the first card. How they know you is from you working independently and being single, because it's one of the single cards. So I'm not going to say work with that one. Cups are emotions when you read it. It's water. So they could see your personality from somewhere. I just think they saw you in an independent light. Page of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, the Magician. 5 of Swords. It's a lot of offers and it's a lot of pentacles for a new person. They seem to be manifesting you. Second time we saw it today. They're manifesting, I think, social speech with you because they feel like you're already compassionate and you would give the room to do that. Okay, maybe some of you need to open this up too. It's not all their work as well. And then the last card, the Wheel of Fortune. I think it's destined that you know this new person. I think it's destined that both of you either become friends or you could learn something from them. They would have something 50-50 to return to you. I want to make sure I'm right about that because I don't want to talk out of my ass. And that's that's the only thing is the Magician. Okay, let's use X-Men. Yeehaw! Because I was lost for a really long time. I feel like I was missing using this. Page of Cups, repetition, High Priestess, Ace of Cups. This is somebody that is very, want to be careful how I word them because you're also going to have to do personality tweakings. You will have to study them and know that it is discerning, correct? So Ace of Cups is like, they're a really good option. This person can even be emotional themselves and they have that to give you, or even to feel for you on some days and take off the load, like I kept saying earlier. And that's how you'll know some of these traits are true. Page of Cups is sincere, okay? And it's Miles Morales from Spider-Man. I don't know if that means anything for you, or Libra, maybe you know this person like Spider-Man because that could have been a sign. It could be telling you of a specific poison. I know for me, like in the past, I went to go see that movie with my nephews. So during that period of time, I might want to think about what I was doing during that point in the year. I think that was 2018. Okay, so think about that too. Like, what were you doing in 2018? Or what were you doing when you were seeing a lot of these insignias as well? Because I take physical things in cards too as poignant, and they will reverberate a memory. It's just a suggestion. That's how I read. And some of you are starting tarot channels, so I want to help you and I want to facilitate and help that dream for you. Overall, people are viewing you as single with the 9 of Cups. I'm sure this is going to change when we do no contact later, because no contact is Fridays. Couple more cards, please. The Emperor. We have Fantastic Four, Mr. Stretch or whatever, the one that stretches. And I forgot his name. Apologies for those of you that are Marvel fans. Okay. It could be like maybe this person feels, because I'm using the archetype, they might feel like it's difficult to reach for you, or you could be out of their league and you're out of the ballpark. But I definitely think this person likes you, okay? It would be for your sensitive stylings. You got cups, you got cups, you got water. So it's the same theme of this morning. They really like that you take the time to reflect, that you take the time to think about afterthoughts too, because the Libra could also be in the Hanged Man. Doesn't have to be them all the time. I think they like your reflection because you think about human life. You think about people's feelings. And maybe that transformation is because you do the extra thoughts. A lot of you might be a diary in the mind person. Okay, you might diary your day and you're like, I'm grateful for this today. Or as I'm driving home to go make dinner now, I'm thankful for my transformation. So it could even be that you're just a grateful person with that transformation. What is their intent? The intent from the Emperor and the King of Wands, Queen of Cups. Okay, I believe that's Miss Marvel when she's wearing her airplane jacket. The Two of Cups. What the heck? What the heck? Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck is a relationship. So you sincerely want to call this in. It's almost like that's where the transformation goes next. A lot of you want a Two of Cups. And I believe that was Wednesday's video too. So it brings us back to the same concept. If some of you want a part 2 to this, like you genuinely believe this is you genuinely believe the cards stood for you as well, please let me know, because I am more than happy to do a part 2. And I think it will be very helpful if it's a Friday thing for you, because it might set up your following week. Okay? 222, when I looked up, it was 2224. And 3 of Cups, Wolverine. 3 of Coins, collaboration with Professor Xavier's platform, where his wheelchair sits on the television show. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon.